Welcome to Locked and Loaded Sports. It's time to lock in, load up, and win big. If you're serious about sports and love cashing in on solid picks, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get to work. In this video, we will discuss the Week 12 NFL Thursday Night Football matchup, giving you 2 free picks on the total and the side. We will be using a blend of historical data, advanced sports analytics, and real-world sentiment to deliver sharp and sometimes contrarian betting picks. Now let's get into it. On a short week with playoff implications lurking in the background, the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans collide under the Thursday Night Football spotlight. Both teams are coming off emotional Week 11 wins, yet the path each took reveals a very different profile heading into this primetime matchup. The Buffalo Bills returned to the field after an explosive win at home over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a performance fueled by quarterback Josh Allen's brilliance. Allen accounted for 6 total touchdowns, commanding the offense with confidence and poise. Buffalo showed big play potential, a diverse passing attack, and the ability to flip momentum in an instant. However, beneath the fireworks lie persistent concerns. The Bills allow more than 200 rushing yards, exposing vulnerabilities on defense that have appeared multiple times throughout the season. Key injuries continue to shape Buffalo's roster, particularly on the defensive front and at the tight end position. And while the Bills handled Tampa Bay at home, their form on the road tells a different story, with recent struggles in both consistency and scoring efficiency when away from Orchard Park. The Houston Texans, meanwhile, earned a very different type of victory in Week 11, a tough, resilient road win against the Tennessee Titans. With starting quarterback C.J. Stroud still working through concussion protocol, backup Davis Mills stepped up admirably, commanding a late drive on 3rd and long to set up a game-winning field goal as time expired. Houston demonstrated grit, balance, and the kind of situational toughness that keeps them competitive regardless of who is under center. Their defense continues to be the heartbeat of the team, holding opponents in check and delivering when the game tightens. Returning home, the Texans step into a building where they have been one of the league's most reliable teams, winning 16 of their last 23 home contests and dominating Buffalo in particular with a perfect 5-game home winning streak in the series. As these two teams meet, the matchup becomes a contrast of strengths. Buffalo's explosive, quarterback-driven offense versus Houston's disciplined, defensive-oriented, home-field identity. The Bills' Week 11 win showcased how high their ceiling can be, but their road inconsistency, short week travel, and lingering injuries all factor heavily into the equation. The Texans' Week 11 performance showed they can win ugly, win late, and win under pressure, traits that often decide Thursday night games. Despite Buffalo's strong offensive showing in Week 11, Houston's home field dominance, defensive steadiness, and historical success against the Bills make this a matchup that should stay close. We are getting locked and loaded with Houston to cover. Friendly reminder to hit that like button and subscribe. It is totally free. Thank you. Now that we've broken down the spread and established that Houston has the upper hand heading into Thursday night, let's shift our focus to the other side of the betting board, the total points line. With both teams coming off Week 11 victories and carrying distinct offensive identities, the question becomes, will this game open up, or will it fall into the same pattern we have seen so many times before? When the Bills get rolling, they can push the game toward higher totals quickly. Yet, despite that offensive explosion, there remains a contrasting trend. Buffalo's road offense has not been nearly as consistent. Injuries at tight end and along the defensive line also alter their game scripts, often forcing Buffalo into more methodical possessions when away from home. The Houston Texans, meanwhile, don't know if it is Davis Mills or the returning C.J. Stroud under center. Houston has leaned heavily on its defense this season, especially at home. The Texans excel at slowing the game down, winning on situational downs, and preventing explosive plays. Their style forces opponents to earn everything the long way, which often keeps totals suppressed. And when these Texans play in Houston, the games tend to take on a familiar shape: physical, disciplined, and lower scoring than the national spotlight might expect. The historical data overwhelmingly reinforces that pattern. When these two teams meet, the scoreboard rarely tilts toward the upper 40s. In fact, the total has gone under in 7 of the last 8 meetings, and when the matchup is played in Houston, the trend becomes even more dramatic: 5 straight unders, many of them comfortably. Even with Buffalo's ability to score in bunches, the games between these franchises routinely slow down, tighten up, and become defensive battles that hinge on field position and turnovers. Thursday night games on a short week only strengthen the case for a lower scoring contest. Offenses tend to struggle with timing, precision, and preparation on the quick turnaround, while defenses generally react more effectively. Factor in the Bills' road inconsistency, Houston's home field defensive strength, and a long history of low totals in this matchup, and the direction becomes clear. The defensive tendencies and the week-to-week profiles of both teams point firmly toward another tight, lower-scoring battle in Houston. We are getting locked and loaded with the under. That wraps up another breakdown here on Locked and Loaded Sports. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest sports analysis and betting insights. More picks, more locks, and more action is coming your way. That's all for now. Stay sharp, stay ready, and get locked and loaded.